Hi, so this video is on precipitation reactions. Okay, you guys worked on this before our before break and then after break. So I wanted to revisit it because it is a skill that you guys still need to keep up with. All right, and also that means that there's going to be a quiz at some point. All right, so precipitation reactions. If you remember, this is based on that lab that you guys did where you did the 15 reactions, you dropped everything and you saw whether you got to precipitate or not, and then you had to actually predict the products of the particular reaction. So you had to write out all 15, okay? That's what this is, all right? So we're bringing that back. So this is the example that I'm going to review with you. So in this case, we're going to take calcium nitrate and potassium phosphate, and we're going to react those two together. And I want you to finish this reaction. Okay? Now, excuse me, if there were four steps to doing this, all right? The first step is to switch the cations, okay? Not put them together, switch them, all right? Change places, change partners, whatever you want to call it. K goes over there, Ca goes over here, okay? You can't put them together because they're both positive, all right? Two positives are going to repel each other. So, literally, switch places, all right? Now, when we do that, these are the new products that I get, okay? I get now K is bonded with NO3 and Ca is now bonded with PO4, all right? Now remember, these subscripts here are there to balance out charge so they don't get to come to the other side, all right? So here's my steps that I was talking about. So 1, we switched our cations. 2, we need to balance charges on new products. All right, so if you notice, I came in here, get a little closer, and I put in the charges. This would come from your ion sheets. Potassium's +1, nitrate's -1. They both cancel each other out, so I just leave the compound as it is. Calcium is +2. Phosphate is -3. Well, they don't cancel each other out. The common number they have is 6. All right, so that means I need a +6 and a -6 to make this balance. So that's why there's 3 calciums. 3 times +2 is +6. And 2 phosphates, because 2 times -3 is -6. Now the phosphate has to be in parentheses with the 2 on the outside. Okay. All right, third is to balance the equation. Okay, so you balance your equation and we find out the coefficients are 3 and 2, 6 and 1, right? And then last but not least, using that new chart I gave you, the solubility chart, we have to actually find out, is it an aqueous, meaning it's dissolved in water, or is it a solid? Okay, and you guys saw the solids, so you know that some of these reactions made solids. So, we go to the sheet. Remember, you follow it down on the plus and then over to the minus, and then you find out, is it S, SS, or I? Okay? So we find potassium nitrate. We find in the box on the chart an S, which means soluble. Okay? But on our little cheat sheet, we said soluble meant aqueous. So we have to put AQ. Okay? Then we go find calcium phosphate. Well, calcium phosphate, it either says S or SS, which means to us, or I'm sorry, that's not right. It says S or SS or I, okay? It says SS or I in the box. SS or I is a solid, okay? Now, when we're reporting it to other people to see, we use the S here for solid. Remember, don't get the S's screwed up, okay? The S on here is solid. The S on the chart is for soluble, which is actually aqueous. Okay, so make sure you keep that straight. And that is precipitation reactions.